me, the ban's already in. Juju is a must hit. Banned out there by Effort Result, as well as the Loot and the Stu. Janet coming.
If you add Vision Gear to that, it's going to be pretty dangerous on this map, but it is Effort Result who have the next 2 picks.
So addition, but one that I do have a few reservations for because it forced out of the mid. As many players have said quite openly on social media. So Frank gonna come in for Crazy Raccoon. Really like that. And pair with the Surge, great as well. Taking that off the table then.
Shade does make me question it a little bit. As you said, it hasn't really had any changes, and
that's what you like.
Yeah, listen, that makes up for it. I like Katara. We all know I like Katara.
Say the Shade, it's still for me just a little bit of a concern. It makes a lot of sense. I think this is probably the map where it makes the most sense. Actually, having said that, but we shall see. We shall see. Quickly, then the mid taken by Crazy Raccoon. It's like getting those early stacks in as well, and I'm sure some of the viewers at home seeing that Surge in the Buzz Lightyear form, giving some flashbacks of some memories, let's say, from the last season.
Yeah, and I'm sure not good ones for a lot of players as well, as it was very, very dominant. But Napishu's going to go in now as well, but Moya locking down this lane. Tensai trying to do the same, and will actually bait out the super as well. It's kind of worth the trade going down. Now Napishu is going to pick up on the back line, though might be able to exit out here, will straight through the wall and carries on. This is going to flip the gems in favor of Effort Result, but not really. Got too much mid-control still.
Well, break from Moya on the right-hand side. We'll get rid of some of that bush. No HP now, and a good Gush Shield handed over then to the Tara. White Shield on the right-hand side, still just aggressing things, but nice gadget there from Moya. Will seal it and take care of business. Now the attention just pushed over to this left. Tensai goes in, gets nice consecutive taps. Dangerous stuff there for the 7 gems on top of that Shade. And now that mid-control very much handed over to Crazy Raccoon. As now Effort Result playing catch-up.
Well, double hypercharge, ready to roll as well. The Frank kind of just looming here, might be able to catch a couple off guard on this left-hand side. Just going to throw the super out, try and predict that Ginazol was going to go down that side, but chose to turn back and not make the move. Hypercharge ready to roll now as well for the Tara, and is surely going to be able to get it. Actually, Moya managed to pick it up, and everybody falls on that side. They're going to let Milkreo swoop in and get those gems, as he's going to have the ability to spend the majority of this countdown in the air.
I was going to say the perfect person to have the gems. Ultimately, there's nothing you can do against the Janet. There's no countermeasure for it, and not even having to worry about it, as Moya and Tensai just really keeping house and just locking down those left and right hand side lanes. Kind of what we expected. Bit more back and forth though, I've got to be honest. So far, I wouldn't count out their Effort Result. There was some good efforts being made. But again, when it came down to it, Crazy Raccoon just had that ability to keep that level head and that cool composure to get the job done.
I mean, this is the thing, it's kind of expect, you know, the Effort Result to have some moments here and there, being able to kind of swoop and get some gems, but a team like CR isn't going to really be wavered by that. And they know for the most part how to lock down and come back from these things as well. Actually, I think he sent out maybe a shield there to the left-hand side and did miss it. Dropped the base, kept them low, and although they were in a 3v1 in the mid pretty much there, they have backed all the way up and allowed CR to have that control.
Moya, oh, just scaving there on the gadget side. Didn't make the connection, but close. There's now Shade coming in and getting some good value as well. Moya taken care of as the Result tries to retake this mid. Again, long arms as well there. Will keep Tensai down to 400 HP, but it is Tensai that has the final say. It's a bit of a wasted Tara super there as well. Moya's going to stay standing. That's not what you like to see. Some big mistakes starting to shine through here on the side of Effort Result.
Well, Tensai kind of pinned back in this portion of the map, but goes for the jump in, and actually Ginazol is going to pick him up. Milkreo forced into the sky by Napishu on this left-hand side as the Shade continues to push forward, and Moya just eating all the shots going forward and eating the Tara Super too. Stays alive for now, but surely that's not going to last too long. Actually, he's staying alive a lot longer than I expected still, but Napishu's going to swoop in and try and pick that up now. 16 gems, 16 HP, and 3 gems dropped on this right-hand side. And this time, Effort Result looking on top of the world.
It's say don't count them out just yet, and if they can hold on for just 10 more seconds, we'll be tied up in this set. Hypercharge down the top right hand side for Moya will get some value, but the time is ticking. Milkreo with the hypercharge there, taking to the sky, should get some bombs, and they do land. The gems are down, but the reset is going to be there. Crazy Raccoon are not out of the woods yet. They've got to hold firm and get yet another reset, and then get the gems out of this spawn.
I mean, Moya's eating every single shot, and down he goes. Milkreo trying to get a super. Only grabs a couple of those gems, but that's going to be enough to stop this count now, as they've only got 9 in hand. And look at Moya just looming, waiting for his opportunity to use this super. And it's 9-9 now. Moya's surely going to pick up Napishu here, and Gina's eating shots too. And just like that, countdown starts for Crazy Raccoon.
Big smash on the left-hand side there from Moy, really keeping the pressure on. And Everett Result have got to get on this mid and get these gems. I don't think there's going to be enough time for two to spawn in, regardless of the position there of Crazy Raccoon. What a turnaround for them, but it shouldn't have come that close, in my opinion. They were just looking so solid. And then it just all starts to crumble in that second game. They get the set.
We've definitely got some different approaches of kind of what they're expecting the other team to want taken. You know, for Effort Results bans, getting rid of the Frank that we've just...
To ban it everywhere for me. I think it's so good against tanks. That was the Draco that we saw. And they like those kind of up and close, really aggressive ideas. And I quite like it as well. The Surge coming in again really has shone a massive beacon. And Barry, oh, this is good. Draft intro from them.
So kind of Juju on her own as well. And they are going to go just try and power through with
that Draco, which again is a brawler which can be very, very painful. And there is why you've got to be fearful of the double thrower. Quite literally. And I think they may have missed a trick there. Crazy Raccoon now, and it's Tensai on it. We could be in for a treat here, Trav.
I mean, Draco and Mortis should surely just be able to overrun these two throwers. You know, I'm not counting them out, but if Milcreo gets some stacks, and what else can I say? Like, what do they expect?
I love it.
It's so obvious.
It is. But, you know, this is the thing about Crazy Raccoon is, like, you've got to hand it to them. They've been shaken a little bit today, but clearly not stirred. Now, as we see, the drafting still very much on point. Coming in now, Gren with the Lion's Breath, just burning down everything in his path on the side of Moya. Down there falls Pichu as the Juju Gree going in there onto mid. We're not going to find too much there as the gadget pop. Tensai Hypercharge coming in as well. So aggressive. And they've already got the goal. They've just got to sit back and just wait for every result. Just push into this and just pick them up one by one, really. There's no needed aggression, but I can guarantee that they're going to continue to bring it. They want to tie this one up as quickly as possible, and why not?
Yeah, I mean, they're fine with Effort Result just sitting in the position that they were, but they are going to make a move eventually. There's the Hypercharge pass comes through, and actually, I think he kind of baited his teammate out there a little bit. Napishu's going to use the Hypercharge and go forwards. Definitely a little bit of a pass into Tensai there, and he actually got the ball instead of being able to attack. So, not what he'll have wanted, but Effort Result bounced back very strong, and actually do have a bit of a chance now.
Grigori going down yet again. Probably prefer that on the left-hand side for me. Onto the Mortis, but nonetheless, the berry heals are huge. It's a 3 versus 2 and a lovely little tailspin there to finalize things as Effort Result actually are the ones to gain the game. Unbelievable a draft that, in my opinion, you know, I was swayed by the draft at the beginning, but then swayed immediately back towards Crazy Raccoon when the Mortis showed its face. But they got the game, Trap, and they were a goal down. So that tells me that they've got some perseverance in this squad. Again, against the Goliath, like Crazy Raccoon. Who would have thought that they would be up in this set?
Yeah, I mean, Tensai going in and not finding the same results as he was in the last one either, but they do clean up quickly, and this should be a goal. A little pass forward to Milcreo, and maybe they'll just walk it in alone. And, I mean, it was closer than I thought it was going to be at the end, but Milcreo does get the early goal once more for Crazy Raccoon. Now it's just going to be a question of whether or not they're going to be able to play that a little bit better and keep it this way.
I think when Gina Zuri gets this Gree, that's the really big turning point for me, and now it is, but I think at the wrong time. Ball push forwards, Big Berry Hill still there, but nonetheless, the wipe is there. Crazy Raccoon pushing forwards, and this should be a straight walk-through goal, and it is. As quickly as that, this set is all tied up.
See, that's what we expected to happen after the first goal in the first game. We expected them to just continue that dominance and walk all over them once more. Definitely a lot better by Crazy Raccoon in that second game, but you know, after the first, I don't think we can really count the opposition out because they've made it happen once before. What's stopping them from doing it again? But that was night and day by Crazy Raccoon.
Well, now if it results on push forwards, I'm just going to say it. Let them cook. As far as I'm concerned, I want them to gain this set. Big rats going into Moya. Big aggression. Shots over the wall there from the Juju as well. 1 HP from the last stand gadget. And it will be enough to get the ball safe into the hands of Tensai. But Gree going to be going in yet again. Big taps. Gina Zuri is playing a fantastic game on this Juju. And if you can just keep cycling these Grees in, that to me is the turning point in this draft.
You know, unable to get the kill there, and Wahochi was so close to death. Tensai now all alone, trying to actually defend it with the super rather than holding onto it, but can't be too far away as he did cycle it through 2 of them. And now Effort Result take the 1-goal lead this time in this third and final deciding game, but now they bounce out of the blocks quickly. The Pishu's going forward to get jumped, he goes over it. That's a huge mistake. Huge mistake.
On the minds of Crazy Raccoon. I'm looking at you, Tensai. Gray, though, it's the first pick. Not
as you said, I quite like the Gus shout that you made, and so did Napishu, clearly, as he's picked that up as he just got so much kit to be able to make him very, very useful on a long-range map. Melody along with it as well, not something I would expect. Thrower in center stage, so I'm starting to have more and more faith in the drafts as we go by, but we're seeing the Byron 8-bit pickups of Crazy Raccoon, and that I love.
I never stars.com. 8-bit and Byron, we got to talk about that. I like Byron here for sure, and I did get a little bit of a glimmer when you mentioned
Star. I'll put it that way. I'm not just sure if I'm just not versed with the East Asia draft, but you know they kind of notorious.
Sent you with the gas though, to be fair.
Yeah, but the thing is, like, it's gonna be okay. I just don't know if I'm entirely convinced that it's, you know, a draft that we'd see in near of any other region.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm with you. But hey, if ever Result drafting, mate, it must be good. It must be good.
It seems to be working.
Let's see. They have got the lead on the side of Crazy Raccoon. And I do like the 8-bit. I don't necessarily knock it too heavily. But I just know it's one of those brawlers that can be quite slow and sluggish when it comes down to the positioning on the map. And you know, in a mapper mode like Bounty and Shooting Star, that can go against you sometimes. As again, Blue Star is with Effort Result. Just one singular takedown as we're getting a few little glimmers on the Wi-Fi there on the spectate. We'll see how the game develops, but nonetheless, both sides are still just looking to just earn that utility, set down, try to get some things on the map. Certainly for Moya, that's his thought process. With the 8-bit, you do need to get that sort of booster down. You know, you've got to have that plugged-in star power to really have that additional agility and the mobility on the map. So having that will be able to evade some losses, hopefully, in terms of the stars.
Yeah, I mean, a very defensive 8-bit turret here. We usually see it thrown behind the unbreakable wall, but with the pinch that Gus would be able to put in, and if Melody gets even a shot on someone, she'd just be able to take it out with the notes. So we see a very patient kit here. They might be waiting for a last-second push, along with Napishu and a Gus shield onto them as well. That would be quite a scary thing to have coming towards you.
Cardboard box. Ooh, that was a close little prediction there from Milk Rio, but he's still not aware that Ginaziri is lurking, and there are the swipes. 3 consecutive and straight back out. Good healing there being handed over. They've just clutched it in the final seconds. Tensai's too low to contest this. Big taps on Samoy. The TP's there, but it's not going to be enough as well to be able to do anything more. And Tensai for desserts. This is a fantastic turnaround as Effort Results have come out on top yet again with an absolute steal.
Hey, Ark, if Effort Result draft it, it's going to work.
It's gonna be good.
Let them cook on these drafts, honestly. They're the weirdest things I've ever seen, but they're working. I mean, what a play that was down the right-hand side by Ginazir, to be fair. Double invis in the cardboard box, picks up a kill, you know, doesn't use his jump to get in. He's using the other kit that Kit has with the invises, and it's just what he might be able to find one on Milkro here as well.
Oh, yeah, if he just got that first swipe on, it was a little bit out of range, unfortunately. If he'd just been able to swipe that first shot earlier, he may have been okay, but Tensai's not. And then comes the Melody to clear things up. The star is hand over, though. The trade is there, as Moya will pick it up, and that is the 3-star lead now for Crazy Raccoon with the blue. Let's see what this kid can do on the right-hand side again. This time, Milk Rio finding that prediction shot in a nice way as well. TP going in, but exchanges are happening left, right, and center. The Melody will be able to escape this situation. Can we say the same for Wahochi on the left-hand side as Moya can't find these taps?
Yeah, the gap doesn't really close. It stays the same with just more stars on either side. Napishu does have a hypercharge though, and that's a dangerous, dangerous thing. Ginazor not really finding the same success with these invises in the cardboard box as Milkro. A bit more clocked onto it this time. Doesn't have to want to make the same mistakes as he had did in the previous game and kind of cost his team with those. But Napishu just searching for a super to use along with his hypercharge. Might be able to make a play in the closing seconds once again.
I like this though from Effort Result because they know that Milk Rio is that person to really latch onto with the kit. Hypercharge is available there for Tensai now as the connection is there as well. So this heal's going to be really able to push things forward for Effort Result. The Hypercharge pops now as well on the Melody side. This could be dangerous. Tensai's forced away there. Where's she going on the left-hand side? It's a wipe, but Crazy Raccoon now behind. Moya's the last man standing. Can't find find anything of a connection. 25 seconds are available here for a turnaround, but I mean, again, it's Effort Result escaping with the goods, but this time around, they've got to hold it for longer.
Yeah, Napishu's so low, and the Ghost Shield's going to be missed. Azor's going to go down as well on the left. Napishu might be able to pick it up, though. Gets a shield along with it. Tensai pinned in. They might be able to pick him up. In goes the Hypercharge from Moy, but the jump on it from a kid should be able to secure. But no, they all go down. And Crazy Raccoon managed to do it. Unbelievable. When everything looked to be going the opposing team's way, Crazy Raccoon managed to clutch up.
For Crazy Raccoon here. I didn't want them to lose stamina too early because I would love for this to go the distance now. We've seen so much unexpected out of Effort Result. I feel your opinion's changing in real time, Trev.
Yeah, I mean, as we go into this third game, now Gina-Zor just going to get pulled straight through that wall. Napishu, not no, I mean, what a move this is as well. Almost got his jump back though, or did get his jump back, but couldn't quite use it out. Moya with the TP back to the left-hand side. Wahochi backing off just a little bit. They are 2 stars down, but it's a closer scoreline than in the previous one, and they did manage to turn that as around last time as well.
Oh, this is dangerous stuff here. The kit, the shield there, perfect timing. Gonna get some more value for it. The trades though back and forth and heavily in favor here of Crazy Raccoon, and there's another tally as well. As the pitcher just getting there, a little bit overzealous. Walking Kane, oh my word! What an interaction! The cardboard box can save it. Now Crazy Raccoon really are starting to cook here. Their lead extending big time here. 14 stars to just the 5 as Effort Result now starting to look much more shaky.
Yeah, jump goes in, but Gina-Zor's not going to be able to fight it again, and they're getting a bit, you know, they're going a little bit too aggressive at this point and just feeding more and more stars into Crazy Raccoon's hands. This should going to be I mean, that was so fast. Crazy Raccoon bounce back is, you know, unparalleled.
The Cordelius and the Melody. The Chuck's still available now, but the Cordelius band to me tells me that that's what Effort Result are thinking.
The sell down unless it's done in 1 or 2 pushes. They're going to go with the Abel, try and be a bit more...
I think that's a really good option to really kind of get over that mid. Daryl as well to roll in and just cause some havoc to a good spot, but just be a bit prepared on the defense, and that's why the Juju coming in. Because Grigri on defense is a...
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of ridiculous being able to just pivot straight from the grass and the massive range to a slow that lasts so long. It's so... We saw Daryl come in and he's like, okay, well, maybe we're going to be fine regardless. They're going to go with the Kit again, though. Kit-Daryl combo. I don't mind it too much.
I didn't mind it as much as what actually availed and turned out to be the case. So it obviously just didn't quite work out in that regard. Maybe it'll work out better here. Already some good positioning power going straight in. Look at that. Look at to the punch there. Just how much there Gina-Zor really was, and now all 3 members here of Effort Result on the safe and going in.
Yeah, well, some good shots coming in now as well. No real damage though, as the Daryl is going to go down. Moy is pretty much going to be able to equal what... No, well, only 10% off what they've done on the other side. Amber Oil onto the safe, and now a good aggressive push coming in from Daryl there as well. Split coming through as Napishu getting some big damage down on safe, but Tensai up top got the flames on safe as well, and that's going to flip it in CR's favor as now we see Gina-Zor jump into 2 people, and that's never going to end well.
Yeah, 2 people and a Grigri as well, and that's just like really not very good judgment call. You want to have your teammates there to back you up in those eventualities. It wasn't there, not even close, as now CR pushing back through this mid. The Grigri still going in. Daryl has got roll on the side of the Result. There you see the numbing needles as well. Will cause a slowing effect. Now as a push coming in. This is dangerous though as well for a map and mode like this and this stature. If Effort Result don't get a win here, they're going to be up against a match point, and it is so far Crazy Raccoon with the lead. Now the hypercharge of Moya going in, and the safe decimated down to 1 HP. It's going to be over really quite quickly now as that top side is taken care of. As Crazy Raccoon move on to match point.
I mean, big stuff there as well. You know, you see Moya getting to the safe. Tensai, it's rare you see an Amber being able to make the move towards the safe and use that gadget on it to get so much damage. Pretty much replicates what a Melody can do. But because they've got a Kit, because they've got a Daryl, they don't have the range to keep her away. She's able to just have that free roam straight towards the safe and, you know, add a Colette super on top of that with hypercharge, and that's pretty much the whole safe gone as it is.
Very quick decimation there from CR. Pinpoint precision as Effort Result all completely fooled. And what's the Daryl going to do in this scenario? So early in the game, now gets the roll straight from the mid. What actually great positioning there to get on the safe. Let's see how the defense is on the side of Effort Result, because Daryl is causing a lot of damage. And if they get that recording rotator on the safe and that gadget gets maximum value, it's going to cause a lot. But there is Tensai doubling down the gadget. Look at the safe, down to 23% already.
Yeah, and Milcray will pick up the backlines as well. Gina's all going to come in with the gadget here. Use the cardboard box, but he is going to go down. Moya should be able to survive here as well. Gotcha gadget brings so much health to him. Might be able to get a super onto the safe here, and if he does, it's going to be done. Still 50% on the other side. Tensai moving forward. Super onto it. Burn down will come through, and Moya gets the super once again. That's going to be the game. And Crazy Raccoon are going to the semi-finals.